So I don't know how I missed this. I remember that, sometime earlier this year, Keanu Reeves had, I think he was on Jimmy Fallon maybe, and they were asking me, if there was a franchise that you could do, is there any role that you would really want to do again? And he kind of thought of that for a minute. He was like, Constantine. And that was kind of the end of it. And then I remember a few months ago, there was the rumor that it might be happening, but there was no confirmation. I guess it is real. If somebody has confirmation for this beyond the deadline article, I would love to hear it. I woke up. I haven't even had coffee yet. It's like 5:07 in the morning. I sat down on my computer. I opened it up. I was scrolling through Twitter and Facebook, and I saw this, and I was like, "What?" And actually, what it was a Nerdist article that popped up, which is, led me to the actual press release. It says Warner Brothers sets Constantine sequel, Keanu Reeves and Francis Lawrence to reunite. Akiva Goldsman's scripting and producing with Bad Robot, J.J. Abrams, and Hannah Minghella. And I'm sitting here going, how is it possible that I somehow missed this press release back in September? It's been a whirlwind over a few months, so maybe that's what happened. But I think this is awesome. I gotta cover this because I think that for someone like me, I never really got into like the comics so much, but I loved the Keanu Reeves films, and I loved the show they did, which didn't that where was that? Where did it air? I don't even remember where it aired. Dun, 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 dun. What television network did it air on? Oh, I didn't know Bear McCreary did the music for it. Really cool. Warner Brothers. It was NBC, so it was a network show. Ah, that's probably why it bombed. It was a great show, but that's probably one of the reasons it didn't get an actual run because it was a network where it wasn't allowed to be as dark as it could have been to pursue its, really dark roots. Which is one of the reasons I loved the Keanu Reeves film. Anyway, let's dive into this press release this morning a little bit more because I didn't know about this and I'm really intrigued now and I want to know more. I want to know more. Hopefully you want to know more as well. By the way, if you're new here, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I do lots of stuff like this, among other things, and lots of video games, so hopefully you stay tuned for a stream. So, it says Akiva Goldsman will write the screenplay and produce the project through his Weed Road Pictures alongside Bad Robots J.J. Abrams and Hannah Minghella. Oh. Francis Lawrence made his debut helming the original. I did not know that. When it opened 17 years ago, the Reeves starring pick based on the intricate DC character grossed over 200 million in 2005 box office dollars, which doesn't it's not huge, but it was decent. Open to more potential, and fans have long been hot on a sequel. Reeves will reprise his role as supernatural exorcist and demonologist John Constantine, who in the original is dying but stays around to save his soul by keeping demons from hell reaching Earth. There's a battle between Gabriel and Lucifer as well. By the way, what is it? Stormsguard is his name. The guy's portrayal as Lucifer in. I'm double checking here. Because is it Peter Stormsguard? I think is his name. He was great. Arrow. Constantine crossovers. Arrowverse. I wonder about the film. Oh, Stormar. Or Stormare. What were we thinking? Stormsguard. Anyway, his portrayal as the devil was, I think a lot of people agree that it's like one of the best portrayals of all time of Lucifer, apart from maybe Viggo Mortensen in Prophecy, the original Prophecy film with which a lot of people probably haven't seen because that was it was kind of like a cult film when I was growing up. It came out in the 90s. Um, it's it's arguably it's definitely an indie film, um, but it had a lot of interesting actors in it at the time. If you never watched it, what is it called? Prophecy film. No, not the 1971. I just remember Eric Stoltz is in it. Christopher Walken. Yeah, Christopher Walken, Elias Koteas, Virginia Madsen, Eric Stoltz, Viggo Mortensen. The film tells the story of the Archangel Gabriel and his search to find an evil soul on Earth. But Viggo Mortensen's portrayal as the devil was as Lucifer was so freaking amazing, and it's gone on to become a cult film, much like Constantine. Anyway, this deal apparently was shepherded by Warner Bros. Picture Group co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdy. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura and Erwin Stoffel executive produced the project. Keanu Reeves being repped by WME. Sugar 23 and Zephyr Britton. Lawrence was a CAA. Three Arts and Handsome Jacobson. I'm down for this. Like, honestly, I feel like Keanu Reeves is one of those guys that can do no wrong in the current era. He's never had any like controversies against his character. He just seems to be a really cool dude. He does film projects that aren't always necessarily, commercially viable. Like, have you seen like what is it, 47 Ronin as an example? Like he does these films that are like really weird sometimes, but ultimately are art films that do some sort of character portrayal that are just they resonate well with the audience. Now, I will say that, as far as his acting, a lot of people say, "Oh, Keanu Reeves' acting is very wooden." He has his style, man. Like everybody's got their style, and his style works for him. I don't know that I would ever see Keanu Reeves, and this is not a you could take this as a criticism, but I don't know that I would ever see Keanu Reeves winning like an Oscar for Best Actor, right? But he doesn't need to because he makes fun feature films. Kind of like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, only in a different way. Like, I will always go watch a Dwayne Johnson film because I know it's going to be a fun time in the theater. I'm going to be entertained. Same thing with Tom Cruise. Although I will say, I think for Tom Cruise actually can act. Like, he has proven his acting chops over the years. It's just that he found a formula that makes lots and lots and lots and lots of money, and he has pretty much religiously stuck to that formula for like the last 15, 20 years because that's what's made him who he is and become this powerful entity in Hollywood. Um, but Keanu Reeves films, I'm always entertained. And that Constantine film, I actually want to go back and rewatch that again. I remember Rachel Weisz's performance, but also there's just so many little things. Like it's one of those films where he has the toolbox, like his toolbox of little things that he uses throughout the film, which I know draws from the comic book, but it's kind of like Supernatural, right? Like the show Supernatural, where any little thing can become this like holy relic or this item used to get rid of demons, or maybe it summons a demon or it summons an angel, or it's like really cool the way they can infuse just ordinary objects with some sort of uh, you know mythical background to make it into some sort of powerful weapon. I love that kind of little, the little details that you can add to a story to enhance it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I've talked about like other things here, like the Prophecy film and Christopher Walken and Eric Stoltz, and I don't know. It's early. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm 9 minutes in. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Thanks for following along. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know if you know anything more about this, because I wasn't even aware of this, and this is like a couple months old now. This article, so really cool though that this is actually taking place. I can't wait to see this come to fruition. Anyway, see you guys. I'm out. I gotta get some coffee.